Welcome back to season 3 of The Ball, my horror loving bastards. I'm the headbanger. It's been a while. I gotta say, recently I've been dealing with some pretty shitty health issues that I'm doing my best to work my way through. But it's great to be back here talking with all of you about the genre we love. It's a Saturday afternoon, weather's great. Gonna stay home tonight and watch some horror flicks with the fam, so looking forward to that. But I'm gonna do what I've been doing this season in the beginning, just showing you guys some of the brand new horror films that I've watched since the last time you saw me. Here's one, kind of old news right now, but I was actually going to do a review on this, but everyone and their mother already has, so I decided not to. The much talked about, probably the most polarizing film of 2013, Rob Zombie's The Lords of Salem. I'm definitely no self-proclaimed Rob Zombie fan, not a fan of his music. House of a Thousand Corpses, I enjoy. Devil's Rejects, I thought it was okay. I think it's a bit overrated. I know a lot of you out there love it. Not a fan of all of his Halloween films, thought they were shit. But I wasn't coming into this film with a chip on my shoulder. I mean, I go into all horror films wanting to love it. I had seen the trailer of this and I thought it was really cool. And being a big art house fan like I am, I was looking forward to that element of it. And I'll say right off the bat, Headbanger's opinion, it's all that matters. If you were skeptical on this, you haven't seen it yet, go buy it. I thought it was fantastic. Didn't think it was amazing or anything, but definitely his best film. I'll say right off the bat, I only had a couple qualms with this. I think being the big art house fan, as I said, I don't like mixing cheese elements with art house stuff, so I think at times there was too much cheese in this film. Particularly those three old witches, I think they were a bit too over the top. The dialogue in general at times in this film I thought was pretty mediocre. I think that's a trait that's kind of faulted Zombie's career in general. I don't think he's the best script and dialogue writer, but everything else I thought was fantastic. The score was amazing. Of course, the much talked about cinematography definitely had that Euro art house vibe to it. The colors. A lot of people complain about Sherry Moon Zombie's performance. I just thought she did really good. I think I think her style really did well with this role. I think it worked really well with it. Her style, and I think it complemented the style of the role. I think. I really enjoyed her. Ken Faree's always entertaining, and Meg Foster as that witch. She just looked completely badass. Loved her. Yeah, overall, and I've heard people say that this is one of those films, the more you watch it, the more you appreciate it. I could definitely see that happening, and I still have to show this to Mrs. Headbanger, so looking forward to watch this again. Definitely recommended. Lords of Salem. Kind of unfair to that film is that the night we watched that, 26 night, we had watched this before it, and this was, right off the bat, this was brilliant. Brandon Cronenberg, the son of the great David Cronenberg, Antiviral. This will no doubt be up for many Golden Horn Awards come January. A brilliant film. Premise is so creative and very relevant today. Basically a social commentary on our, particularly Americans, our obsession with celebrity and Hollywood, wanting to be closer to them. And this is, as outlandish as this premise sounds, I think this could definitely happen someday. Basically, you can go to this company that supplies the actual an illness or a sickness, disease of one of your favorite celebrities, and you can actually go to this company and get that injected into your own body and experience the same illness as one of your favorite celebrities. Just awesome. This guy here, Caleb Landry Jones, I believe his name, the redhead, he's the lead. Fantastic performance by him. It carries the film. He basically works for one of these companies, and yeah, just a great social commentary, brilliantly done. Shot incredibly well, much like Lords of Salem, the cinematography, whereas that's more Euro, a lot of colors. This is more sterile, lots of whites and grays, but looks great. Definitely a Stanley Kubrick vibe to this film. I don't want to name drop like that, but it's really that good. Just fucking buy it. This is Region 2, not sure when this comes out on Region 1, but this is a brilliant film. No question one of the year's best. The brand new film from the Norwegian director of the Cold Prey films. You guys know I love those films. This is his new one called Escape. It's a period piece set in the medieval times. Quillian as it stars this wonderful lady here, this EB Euro babe, Ingrid Bolso-Burdell, who was the final girl in the first two Cold Prey films. Love her. Cool thing about this, she plays a protagonist in this film. She's the bad girl. She basically goes after, it's a chase film basically. She goes after this young girl whose family was murdered by her crew. So it's just about her going after her. A lot of thrilling moments, good tense scenes. Not as amazing as the Cold Prey films, but definitely very good. The scenery looks great. It's all in the wilderness. And good performances, a good ending. And highly recommend you get this cheap. I got this at Walmart of all places. This one I watched recently, one of the Fangoria Presents series that they've been doing. The only one I've seen was Axed, which I talked about last episode. Didn't really like that one, had a cool premise, but that's about it. This is much better. Basically, it takes place in an office building. 6 office workers are held captive by this guy right here. Don't want to give too much away about it because there is kind of a twist at the end, but very enjoyable in that office setting. Some good gore, pretty demented. Yeah, really fun film to watch with some friends and some beer, and yeah, highly recommended. Comes with a little finger, a little like mini magazine inside, so pretty cool. It's pretty cheap too. Another one I really enjoyed, British film called The Facility. I don't know if this happened to you guys, but many years ago when I was in college, I got one of those letters by like a lab or hospital, and they're doing like a clinical research study, and they want to see if you want to volunteer to basically test out a drug or whatever and see what the side effects are. I remember getting that letter. I didn't take up on it. You get like $50-$100 or something for it. After seeing this film, I'm glad that I didn't. That's what's so cool about this movie. I love that premise. That's what the premise is for this film. Group of people go to this hospital, make some easy money, go through this research, this new drug. The researchers there document the effects and side effects of the drug, and then they're free to go home. Of course, this is a horror film, so you know it doesn't go well. But great job documenting the effects and how it affects each individual person. Really carried by this actor right here. I don't know his name, but he was the star of another film I love from this year, The Citadel. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Him right there. He's a fantastic actor. One of those films where I think the first half is better than the second half, but the ending kind of reeled it back in. I really liked the ending and tied it up nicely. Highly recommended, very entertaining. A couple of the characters are a couple of them are a bit annoying, exaggerated, but other than that, really enjoyable. I just love that premise for a horror film. I think it's really cool. Definitely check that out. There's a Region 2 release. Not sure if and when there'll be a Region 1 release. Couple of short films here. You know, I always kind of complain about how short films don't come out enough on hard copy form. One of my all-time favorite horror shorts, Treevenged by Jason Eisner, still has yet to be released on DVD, which bothers me. But so any chance I get to support someone putting out a short film on a hard copy form, I got to do it. This one I was really excited about. This is A Captured Bird. This was written and directed by Jovanka Vukovic, who was the former editor-in-chief at Rue Morgue magazine. I don't think it's any coincidence that when she left Rue Morgue, it slowly declined and went downhill. I haven't bought it since. That's a whole other topic. But so I was really excited when I heard about this. Fantasy horror. Look at that great artwork. It's only like 8 minutes long. It stars this young girl here. Not a lot of dialogue. It's basically about her. She wanders off and finds this like elaborate castle mansion and ends up wandering inside, and she encounters 4 or 5 entities, ghosts, whatever you want to call them. And that's really all it's about. There's a great scene where she sees them and she just starts screaming. Really good job by her. She's very young. I'm going to say it. I'll even compare it visually to an Argento film. I mean, it looked that good. And it's no surprise because Karim Hussein, who I'm a big fan of, many of you are, he actually shot it. So it's no surprising. It looks great. My only problem is, and I hate to say it because you guys know I hate this, the CGI for the entities looked, to me, complete shit. Definitely took it down a notch. But other than that, highly recommended. It's things like $10. Support her. She definitely has a bright future. She has, with all the connections she's made over the years, Guillermo del Toro, George Romero, they're all supporting her. And I definitely think she has a great future in horror. Another short film I got, this is Doll Boy, a slasher film done by a guy named Bloody Bill. I think the website is bloodybill.com. A lot of fun. Excuse me. A lot of fun. Go support him. It's like $5 on the site. Look at this guy. Basically about this cool-looking clown guy kidnaps a bunch of people, throws them in the back of the van, and then drops them off and locks them in this abandoned warehouse, and they're off to fend for themselves against this awesome killer. Typical deficiencies for a very low-budget film. There's some audio problems, lighting, some uneven acting, of course, but more than made up for it with this awesome killer. He just looks great. Great mask, some pretty good gore, and I love the location. The setting is fantastic. It's like abandoned warehouse, like flea market, super flea type building, so there's a lot of like corridors and dark and rooms. Really cool. A lot of fun. He signs it. I gotta show you guys. He sent me, you know, I love to support stuff like this. Just spend the $5. Sent me this like art card, a couple of these posters, which are really cool. Threw these in, and come on, a slasher coloring book. How often do you see a slasher coloring book? I'm trying to get Little Headbanger to color me some of these things. And this guy, Bloody Bill, he's a man amongst boys. He sent me fucking crayons with it. so I don't even have to like go buy crayons to color here. He sent me fucking crayons. Fucking awesome is that? Go support him, Doll Boy. Really fun slasher short. They want to make it into a full-length film. Hopefully that actually happens. And there's a trailer for another film he's going to do called Mr. Fister, which looks fucking hilarious, as you can imagine with a name like that. Another one that I don't have here, I didn't buy yet, but I will. It's called The Bay. It's a found footage ecological creature feature by Barry Levinson. I really enjoyed it. Very realistic. East Coast town deals with contaminated tainted water during the 4th of July, and they all get sick, and it's documented through like a newscast. Aside from like the mayor character, whose dialogue was really cheesy and over the top, other than that, it's really realistic. Really enjoyed it. Definitely going to buy that. The Bay. And finally, tonight, I believe I'm going to watch this. This is one by a film by a guy, Chris Alexander, who's actually the editor currently of Fangoria magazine. And this is Blood for Irina. I'm going to watch this tonight. Really looking forward to it. Cool thing about this is I've read interviews with him before, and he's a really big Euro horror fan, as of course you know I am. And in particular, he's a big fan of influenced by Jess Franco and Gene Roland, which was a big influence. He credits him as a big influence on this film. So vampire film inspired by Gene Roland. I'm a big Gene Roland nut, so I was really excited when I heard about this, knowing Chris's knowledge of that segment of horror. So I was really excited. I watched the trailer, it looked really cool. Definitely right there, could see that Gene Roland vibe and influence. So really excited about this. I ordered it, basically pre-ordered it. And this is the Region 2 release. I believe it comes out, I believe next week here in North America. So probably we'll watch this tonight. Really excited. That's more of an artsy, atmospheric vampire tale influenced by Gene Roland. So really excited to check that out. Definitely let you guys know probably on Facebook my thoughts on this. So yeah, some really good stuff. Another great year in horror. We got a long way to go. A lot of cool films definitely soon to be released. Coming up, please, I got 2 brand new segments. Stick around for them. Excited about these, of course. Brand new to season 3. This next one coming up here. Long overdue on this particular topic. And the second segment, I don't know if it'll end up on part 2 of the show or whatever, but please excuse the quality of the video and probably the audio as well. We shot it in a different location for one of those new segments, and so again, the lighting was kind of off, but excuse that. But considering what the topic and what the actual segment is about, I think it's actually quite fitting to kind of have some little less quality in the video there. So I hope you guys enjoy them. Really excited about them. Let me know. Please give me your thoughts and your feedback on them. Appreciate that. And please watch the rest of the show. I hope you enjoy it. Welcome guys to the Spotlight series, a brand new segment here in season 3 of Horror's Ball. As you saw in the intro, I'm going to spotlight either a director and his body of work, or something to do with the independent horror scene, and lastly something, an actual distribution label. And sometimes they might coincide together, overlap, because they might be related. With director, probably someone who I think maybe doesn't get enough attention within the scene. Season 1, I did a segment on Michele Soavi, the Italian director. Last season I did the Polish director Andrzej Zulawski, featured him. It's just somebody who's not unknown, but somebody I feel doesn't get enough credit within the genre. Trying to get them out there more, get a little more attention to them. Independent scene, maybe feature an actor, an actress, maybe a director, a label, something to do with independent horror scene, which you guys know I support, and then a distribution label, a la Criterion or something like that, or maybe a label that I feel doesn't get enough credit. I got a lot of Euro, Region 2 labels that put out great releases. So I think it's cool to spotlight a specific area of horror and get some attention to the respective area. So this one in particular, I think this is perfect for the inaugural segment of the Spotlight series. Long overdue. I wanted to highlight this. This is kind of goes along with distro and independent scene together. Definitely wanted to shine light on this great label for a long time now. So long overdue. It is. I'll put the link to this website. It is Jab Pictures. Put the link somewhere right around here. and they put out this series of films called The Collective. And what they are is, they're coming out, I believe, with volume 6 coming up. But what this is a 10 filmmakers and 10 short films on each disc. A really cool, creative idea. I think it's great. This, I think, personifies the deserved support of the indie scene and getting filmmakers, aspiring filmmakers, their work out there. And it's just so cool to see 10 different filmmakers on one release. You get to know their work, and this type of stuff, I've said it before, really gets the passion out of me, really gets me excited and rejuvenated for the scene, gets me really motivated to continue. It's cool to like see one of these shorts you like, a particular director, and then kind of follow his career or look into it. I've done that before I've said it before with other filmmakers. You'll see an indie film, you look into the director, you IMDb him to see what else that he's done. It just creates a lot of excitement towards the particular filmmaker's career, and this is what hopefully this will do for a lot of the people involved with these individual releases. Cool thing is each one has like a theme. So this particular one here is emotions. Each filmmaker was given an emotion to do a short film on. Lust, regret, envy, rage. Really cool creative idea. There's some really cool filmmakers too on here, like some known people. I mean, this one here was volume 3. This was awesome. This was actually 10. The theme here was each director was female, which I don't know of any other indie horror release that featured multiple female directors. I think it's definitely something that the horror genre needs, that female perspective in the director chair. I hope someday my daughter, Little Headbanger, could end up on one of these releases, as she is an aspiring director. So really cool. This one in particular, I mean, it has Shelby Vogel, who we all know and love from Toe Tag. Awesome job. So cool. Crazy J, who has appeared in some of my videos, if you've seen them, as well on Beyond the Realms. Incredibly talented individual. He has a short on one of these. They're just really cool. I just actually was kind of slacking, procrastinating. I finally picked up the volume 5, the zombie theme. 10 zombie short films. Just awesome. These are really nice. I mean, the artwork's cool. It's all very well done. You have it's not cheaply made or anything. These are like $10 on the site. Go support it. Again, this personifies the indie scene. Something you want to support. Such a creative idea. Such a well-run website and label. They usually have a table at a lot of conventions. I've seen them. So Jab Pictures, if you see their table there, please go say hi and support them. Grab some of these releases, or you can get them directly off the site. Just such a cool idea, and I just have a lot of fun watching these. Volume 6, I believe, is going to be debuting next week, actually, at Days of the Dead in Indianapolis, which I will be attending. So I really hope to see the premiere of that. I should be able to check it out. I'm not even sure what the theme is. Really looking forward to that. It'd be really cool to see it live there in a presentation at a convention. So please support this Jab Pictures, the Collective series. These are just really cool looking. And I'm not just bullshitting here. I mean, I've of all I've seen, honestly, and I would say it, because I say when I don't like something. I don't bullshit. I don't cater to anybody. I honestly thought every single one was well done. And of course, liked some more than others, of course. But honestly, there's no shit on here. It's all very well done. You can tell it's a process of picking. These are people that deserve it to be on here. So definitely go support this, the Collective and Jab Pictures. Awesome for the indie scene, and big supporter of that. Again, if you're at a convention, definitely check them out. You might see them there. Visit their table. Just give me some feedback on this. I'll have some more. Probably the next one will probably be featuring a director. And kind of excited to do these distro labels, much like this. But there's some other ones. Again, a lot of like Euro labels that are really cool, don't get talked about. I'll probably do a Criterion one just because I think there are half-off sales coming up soon. And, everyone loves Criterion, so it'd be kind of cool to show you guys what I have in that series. But let me know, give me feedback on the Spotlight series. Stick around for the next new segment. I hope you guys enjoy it. Kind of a nostalgic segment. Thanks for watching Spotlight series. We'll see you next time. I'm out.